Okay, so this one is asking us to find the equation of the line when m is -8 and then we're given a point 3, -28. So there's a couple of ways to do that, and I think I'll show them both in this video, and then you can pick the one that you like best. But this is a pretty classic problem. Pretty much every find the equation of the line problem is going to boil down to you need a slope and you need a point. And if you have those two things, you can find the rest. So the first way I'll show you is y equals mx plus b. And again, these are just two roads to the same spot. So if you prefer one road to the other, then take that road. It doesn't matter which one you take. So with this, I know m, and then this is an x and a y. This is just some point that we happen to know that satisfies this line. So I'm going to plug the point in for the y and the x, and I'm going to plug the slope in for the m. And then this is going to go -28 equals -8, 3 plus b. And then from there we can solve for b. So we'll go -28 equals -24 plus b. And then let's add that 24 over and get b by itself. And so it looks like that's -4 equals b. So then putting that back together in this form, the x and the y are my variables, and the m and the b are my constants. So y, the variable, equals m, our constant, -8. X is our other variable, and then b is our other constant, -4. So we're always trying to find m and b. And given that point, like I said, we can plug in for x, y, and get there. So the other path would be point slope form, and I can't remember where this shows up in this course, but we'll just show it here anyhow, because maybe you like this one better. And so this is actually basically just the slope formula. If you divide both sides by x minus 1, you're at m equals change in y over change in x. And on this one, instead of having to go back and rewrite out the formula, putting the x's and y's back in, for this one, the x's and y's are in there, and then there's room for the point as well. So for here, we're just going to plug in m and then x and y for x1, y1. So that will look like y equals, there's a minus in the formula, but that's a negative number, so we got to be a little bit careful there. And you're welcome to just write positive, but I'm just kind of doing that to emphasize there's a double negative. Our slope is -8, and then that's going to be x minus 3. So then what I can do is clean this up and get y by itself, and I should end up right here again. So this is really minus a negative, so let's clean that up to a plus. And then we'll distribute that 8 through, so -8 times x. And negative makes positive 24, and those numbers should be looking familiar. I'm going to add the, I'm going to subtract the 28 over. And there we are, y equals -8x minus 4. So either way, we get to the exact same point. They're the same thing in different forms. So again, if you prefer this way or that way, they both get it done. And that said, pick one, get good at it, because this is pretty much, you're going to do, this is like finding the equation of the line, which you end up doing a gazillion times. Hopefully that helps.